Hello and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2's live story analysis. Shut the fuck up. Hello and welcome back to the Red Dead Redemption 2 live story analysis. With me, Skye Blacke. For those of you who do not know, my name's Skye Blacke. I am a filmmaker, professional filmmaker and amateur writer, and I use these skills and my degrees in writing and filmmaking in order to analyze video games from more narrative-driven perspectives so that we can better appreciate the art that we absorb.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried. What are you? You're lost, Arthur.
When we left off in Red Dead Redemption 2, we had recently escaped Rhodes, after we had stoked the fires of a family dispute going on there between the local Greys and the Braithwaites, before eventually both sides discovered that we were in fact playing both sides, and they unfortunately shot one of our teammates, one of our gang members, Sean, killing him, and have also kidnapped John Marston and Abigail's son, Jack Marston. We pursued the Braithwaites to their home, in which we destroyed it, looking for Jack, and have discovered that Jack is being held by a man in the local city of Saint Denis. Which has led us to here.
Always good to see you.
Hi there, Arthur.
You know, I'm sure Grimshaw could use an extra pair of hands around here.
I'm nobody's servant girl, Mr. Morgan.
You think you're above us? Because you truly ain't.
Don't start with me, please.
Molly's condition is getting worse, whatever is ailing her, and no one has...
He's gonna be okay. Nobody would harm a child.
Her son's been kidnapped.
It'll be okay, I promise. It'll be okay. It's going to be okay.
Well, let's stop wasting time here. Let's go get Jack back. There's a little detail about Arthur and Abigail that I love, in which somewhere in his journal, Arthur writes that maybe he thinks maybe he could have ended up marrying Abigail. Because a lot of the gang, Abigail joined the gang as a prostitute. So a lot of the gang have made liberal use of that service, we'll say. But John was the one who fell in love with her. But it's clear that Arthur has some kind of feelings for her as well. This is, like, even on the lower graphic settings, this is a really pretty game, though. And with, like, it does seem that to some extent Abigail views Arthur as a more useful father to Jack than John.
That's one nice looking horse you got there. How about we see how fast it is? First one to catfish Jackson's.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Ready? Let's go.
Wait, I don't know where Catfish Jackson is. You're cheating. Come on, Nightingale.
Come on now. What's happening?
So, I have an incoming a shoot coming up next week for a very well-known client. Again, can't really disclose who it is, but I'm really looking forward to it because it's like, hey, I know who these people are. Like, I use their services sometimes. This is great. That'll be Tuesday and Wednesday, though I'm gonna still try and have a Wednesday stream. No, I'm not. Oh, shit. So next week, I'm trying out something new. I'm gonna stream Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Gonna
Surprised I won, honestly.
I'm gonna do this for a couple of reasons.
Damn, horse, acting up on me. Of all the times.
I like your outfit, ma'am. Well, that was unnecessary.
Out there.
Be safe out there, she says as she runs me over. Yeah, so next week, that's another announcement. Next week, I'm streaming on Monday, Thursday, and Friday rather than Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. One, as I'm sure a lot of you know, a lot of my fellow streamers and I all kind of bump into each other on Wednesday. So I want to try maybe shifting some of that energy to streaming on Thursday, to kind of prevent that conflict for a lot of you guys' schedule. It's either that. Basically, what I'm saying is one of the days are going to get switched to Thursday. Monday is going to stay always for now. But is that a cougar?
Whoa, easy.
Fix that problem. But streams on either Wednesday or Friday are going to be shifted to Thursday, with the corresponding one staying as it is. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Thursday, Friday? You can let me know in this chat or in the Discord, or just, you know, shoot me a DM or just anything, just so that I can kind of get a better sense of what would work for my audience, because I'd rather tailor the streams around you guys than, because I know there are some people who for some reason tailor their lives with my streams in mind, which is very sweet. But I'd rather I be the one who shifts the things than my audience be the one who shifts the things. And like I said, I know that Wednesday is a very popular day for streamers. So I might try to... I can't compete at the moment with a lot of my bigger streamer friends. So I figured just getting out of the running completely might be more of an appropriate use of my resources. You know, it's quite interesting. I have everything happens all at once on Wednesdays and nothing on Thursdays. Okay, maybe we'll shift Wednesday to Thursday then. We'll try that out next week, and then maybe if I don't like that, we'll try it the other way around the following week.
One of those days.
One of those days, buddy.
You hold up a second.
Okay, should be all set. Sure you set it up right? Pretty sure. It looks about right. Whoa!
Hey, why don't you walk along and forget what you saw, okay?
All right. Guess they'll just listen for the explosion.
If you're gonna rob somewhere, maybe don't do it outside of the major city. On a public road.
We'll be famous for this.
Not a good plan, boys.
Saw that one coming.
Serves them right.
I'll take that.
Spend it in your honor, boys.
Yeah, it's very interesting that... Because in typical story structure, right? What you have is... You build to a mid-story climax, and then you have a fall, and then you have a secondary climax. In some story structures, that is. So you have inciting incident, escalation, drop off. Or kind of in the sense of what we've done in Red Dead, we've always had like inciting incident, the Blackwater massacre, escalation, drop off, escalation, drop off, escalation, drop off, escalation. And that's because the game is broken into chapters. I wanted to talk a bit more about the chapter system, actually. But I think we've... Attack on the Braithwaite Manor, I think, has so far been the gang's highest point. We have been coordinated, we were working together, all the story beats were kind of hitting properly. So now, I think we're about to have our biggest drop-off. But it's interesting that that's happening right when we enter Saint Denis. And the first thing we see when we come into Saint Denis is Industrialization, which can be used as a not-so-subtle commentary on civilization. So, as we are literally thrown into the belly of the beast, the antithesis of everything the gang believes, we are probably going to experience the gang's lowest point so far. Also, the chapters. Every chapter I have noticed in this game has had a main villain. And that main villain has kind of represented something. In Chapter 1, in Coulter, the representation is through Colum O'Driscoll. And, as I said, Colum is kind of what I think we could become if we're not careful. And we've had a few people like Kieran kind of call that out and be like, you guys are basically the same already. We just act like we're better than him. But I'm sure he acts like he's better than us, so... You know, that doesn't really do anything. I'm trying to figure out who the main antagonist... I guess the main antagonist in Valentine was Leviticus Cornwall. Who, again, very similar to Dutch in some ways. He's a man with his own... who takes the law into his own hands with his own private militia and his own ideals of how the world should be run. The only difference is he is a capitalist, whereas Dutch is a libertarian anarchist. That's right, we're at the part of the game where politics are important. And then, as I've said 3 or 4 times, Rhodes is very much a case of people being stuck in the past. Because if you think about, like, Leviticus Cornwall and the trappings of capitalism as a kind of theme, all of Valentine is, we have to make money. We've got to make the money back that we lost in Blackwater. Everything we're doing is profit-driven. Whereas, by the time we get to here, and while, you know, pitching the Braithwaites and the Greys against each other was also profit-driven, we've gotten to here, this is revenge. You know, we're hunting now for revenge against someone. Our priority as the gang has kind of shifted. It will go back to we need to get money at some point, but right now we're focused very much on different things. Also, this just shows, by the way, like, we've turned down the effects in the game by a considerable margin. This just shows what, like, good lighting can do. Because that still looks beautiful, doesn't it? So there's a concept in writing called the shadow self. It's actually a concept in philosophy, but it's very applicable to writing. What's a good... The shadow self is... It's the example of the character's super ego. Is it their super ego? Let me check. We're having to dip into like conversations of philosophy here, which, you know, means that we have a good thing going. The shadow self in psychology is... Okay. Um... I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Give me a second. If we think about the dichotomy of self, right? This server I was trying to get this website off of... Oh, this essay off of didn't work. Do. Basically, okay. Let me restart this point completely. So the shadow. I wrote. Fuck me. I wrote shelf, not shelf. I wrote shelf, not self. Sure. So the shadow self is the id. It is a person's id. There, with the theoretical concept of the superego, there is the id, which is your instincts, your ego, which is your kind of conscious thought, and your superego, which is you. No, that's not correct either. Your superego are your moral ideals, your id is your instincts, your ego is your combination of both of them. That's what I was trying to say. It's a Freudian philosophy. So people who constantly judge themselves, for example, have a very strong superego. But the shadow self is another Freudian ideal where basically it's the unconscious aspects of a personality. So it's the parts of yourself that you don't really consciously identify with, but you still exhibit, to my understanding. Colm O'Driscoll represents Dutch's shadow self. He is the parts of Dutch that Dutch refuses to see in himself. And this is quite a common thing you'll do in writing, where you'll have a hero and a villain who are superficially kind of similar. He is Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. To some extent, there are parts of Darth Vader that Luke does not see within himself, mainly his aggression. That's what the end of episode 6 is about, where he cuts off Vader's hand and beats the shit out of him, and then he notices his own robotic hand, and he's like, oh, if I continue down this route, I'm going to become like that. That's him becoming aware of his shadow self. Another good example is the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, with Buffy and Faith. So Buffy is a slayer. She is the one rule against the undead and the monsters. Faith is the other slayer. She is the other one rule against the monsters and the undead. However, Buffy has a moral code. She has friends. She tethers herself to the world, and she knows that she isn't. She doesn't allow herself to become judge, jury, and executioner. Faith, on the other hand, thinks that because of her power, she is justified in doing that. So she is what Buffy could become if Buffy didn't have her morals. Colm O'Driscoll is what Dutch would become. And it's a great way to write an antagonist, because you effectively write the same character, just strip away morality on a conscious level. Or flip the morality. And that's why many of them current villains in big, franchise media are effectively just the hero, but evil. It's a very easy way to write a villain. Anyway.
Hello, mister.
I should really write down my points before I think, when I think about them before streams. Inquire about Bronte.
Hey, friend, I'm new in town. Supposed to be meeting a man called Angelo Bronte. Any idea where I might find him?
Not in here, that's for sure. If he wants to drink anywhere, it would be the Bastille Saloon opposite the park with the Quincy Harris statue.
Appreciate it.
Just watch yourself, he's got quite the reputation.
I'm looking for a man called Bronte. Have you heard of him?
Don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, never mind.
Well, that was easy. Another good example, if you're into BBC shows, is the Doctor and the Master.
Oh, hell!
You can't cross the law and live!
Gotta help this thief out. Oh shit. I'll be honest, I thought that was gonna go a bit more subtle than expected. Been in town for 10 minutes. Been in town for all of 10 minutes. But yeah, is there any other interesting shadow selves that you guys can think of? Again, like I said, Marvel Comics currently has a lot of them. And the Marvel movies have a lot of the shadow self at the moment. And while I appreciate the value of pop culture more than the average film critic, I'm also a bit sick of talking about the Marvel Universe as a point of comparison, because a lot of it is quite lazy writing. God, they are just going to town on those whistles. Come on, Nightingale. We gotta go, girl. There we go. That was a good escape. I have not watched Warehouse 13, so I wouldn't be able to comment. What's another good example? Paul and Ash from Pokemon. Gatsby and the guy. Dexter and his and the ice room killer, or the icebox killer, whatever the fuck his name is, in the first season. Again, once you start looking for it, it becomes very apparent. Sherlock and Mycroft. Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty. Sorry. Oh, will you just get to fuck? How about that? I tried to be nice. But yeah, Colm O'Driscoll is set up as the shadow self to Dutch. And I honestly think we've already met who Arthur's shadow self is. Because a shadow self doesn't necessarily have to be a villain, but it is supposed to highlight someone that shows the opposite side of our character. You know, what they could become. Another example of shadow self in Buffy the Vampire Slayer was Cordelia Chase. Up until she no longer needed to fit that role anymore. But Cordelia Chase was this popular cheerleader girl, you know, very... Okay, let me use a different example. Another example of a shadow self is Bonnie Rockwell from Kim Possible. She is a popular cheerleader girl who, you know, we'll use Kim Possible, gets everything that Kim wants and has the normal life and all of this. I should wear a mask. She is what Kim could be if Kim didn't have her morality and her mission to save the world. Kim Possible is very clearly based on Buffy. Now, it was a bar opposite a statue. So I'm going to guess it's this one. Oh.
Stick 'em up, cowboy.
Oh, hey, Dutch. The joys of civilization.
I thought so. So, here we are in a strange land of papists and rapists. America's very own Gomorrah.
This city's all look the same to me. So, how you get on?
I've been asking around about Mr. Bronte. And from what I've heard, this establishment is our best lead, but I haven't had any joy in there so far.
So, I should just give it a shot?
I think so. Just keep it cool.
You know me?
I'll meet you back here anon.
I'm,
Funny you should say that.
Not their clientele.
I say, that's the state of Lemoyne for you. America's dirty little French secret.
That's why we love it.
Born and raised.
Well, I'm a
Excuse
transplant,
me.
but I'm never leaving.
I'll get you in a second.
Not unless we all get washed away.
Every year they say that's gonna happen. It ain't happened yet.
Hello?
Let me tell you something. The rest of the states, they lucky to have us. I'm sorry. Please excuse me. I seem to have some very impatient customers. Now, how can I help? You look like a whiskey man.
Sure.
I'm like covered in mud and smell awful.
Oh, that's the real stuff from Scotland.
Okay.
Woo!
Have one for yourself.
Well, thank you.
So, mister, can I ask you a question? You ever hear of a fella by the name of Bronte?
Who's asking?
Me. I'm asking.
No, leave it, friend.
What do you mean, leave it?
Look, I don't know what business you in, but leave it, friend. You and your pal that was in here before.
Bronte? Angelo Bronte. Mr. Big, Mr. Italian spaghetti-eating long streak of piss big. He makes my skin crawl. I'm so swarthy, a cocksucker. You know what I mean, friend?
Sure.
Where can I find him?
Oh, well, I reckon you talk to them kids in the alley, they'll know, I guess. Oh, and friend, you'll be careful now. Immigrants, they're not to be trusted.
Excuse me just a second. Where'd he go? He already got away.
Morning.
Pardon me, but have you seen any kids around this way?
Yeah, I think I heard a few in the other courtyard up ahead. You can get through on the left there.
Thank you, ma'am. Huh.
No.
Hey, kids.
Hey, you got a cigarette, mister?
Maybe.
Huh?
I'm looking for a fellow named Angelo Bronte. Italian.
I know him. Everyone knows him.
Where is he?
We'll take you to him. What it'll cost?
I reckon I can pay.
$5.
Where's he live? New York?
I'm an entrepreneur. If you don't want to pay, then I don't want to walk.
That's about right. Here.
Oh,
Come on.
sorry, guys.
This away. Let's go, mister. You coming, Cleet? Stay close. Easy to get lost around here. Come on, then. You
Come on,
new to
Cleet.
the city, mister?
Pretty much.
Don't
I
worry,
love these
no one
kids.
knows it as good as me and Cleet.
Is that right?
This is like American,
Services, but you got the doctor on the corner there. Nice enough, fella.
American Oliver
Barry
Twist.
Schreiber on the right there. Famous bookstore. Not that I'm much of a reader myself. Now over here's a real piece of art. That's the Church of the Holy Blessed Virgin, mister. Modeled on the famous church in Toulouse, which is in France.
You're a really
Toulouse,
good
mister?
No.
tour
Catholics
guide.
here, mister. Ain't Baptist or nothing.
My mama said they used to burn Protestants and all, but we all friends now. Isn't that the most beautiful testament to God's love for us all?
Well, maybe not quite.
Nothing so fine where you come from, mister. Look at them fine steeples.
Hey, you little bit of shit!
Get going! He's coming after us!
I'll kill you, thieving bastard!
I can't kill a kid.
Bye, mister!
I was just about to put my stamina up too.
Get back here! Ah, God damn it!
Bastard got off.
Ah, damn street trash. You after that kid? That other shit went that way.
Thanks for the help, friend.
You know, I kind of miss old Bob Tails.
I know. About. Hey, you see a kid about 14 years old run through here?
Why, yes, we did.
Thanks a lot, mister.
That's enough. Come here. Hey!
Don't have the stamina to catch him. God, little shit's fast.
Bye, mister. What? Why? I said, get lost, you dumb yokel. Please, I'm just trying. You ain't got a chance in hell, slowpoke.
You better stop right now.
You have to come down sometime, kid.
Just give it up, farm boy.
You give that back.
What the hell?
Don't you have pigs to feed?
Yeah. This is your last warning, boy.
No, your mum doesn't eat until later. Fucking got him! That was rude.
I'm telling you, a cucumber's definitely a fruit. Since when? I read it in the newspaper.
Hi, folks.
Come on, mister. I like you.
God damn it, Arthur.
What's the problem, friend?
Give me my things, boy.
What are you talking about, friend?
I ain't your friend, but that kid is, and he robbed from me. Now give me back my stuff and take me to Angelo Bronte.
Senor Bronte.
That kid was gonna show me before he robbed me. Now, come on.
You new in town, mister?
Come on.
Mr. Bronte's got a lot of friends, mister, but I ain't never seen you.
We ain't friends.
You don't like no one, mister. Mr. Bronte, he's got fine hair. He got a beautiful house, and I am proud to work for him.
Is that a kid with a stick?
Man, mister. Why he gonna care a thing about you?
I just want to speak with him.
I'm sure you do, mister. You and them friends of yours been asking about him all over town. He been mighty disrespected. Bunch of muddy Yankees in town asking questions. Well, you and your friend should pay him a visit, mister. He's got a big house on Flavian Street opposite the park. Hey, yokel. Now, get out of here.
Like American Oliver Twist. Okay, they didn't steal my money, thank Christ.
Please, you, yes, please, coin, please, please, a coin.
Here you go, friend.
Get yourself something to eat.
Sir, I want you to have this.
Thanks, friend.
It's nice to give something instead of just begging.
Excuse you.
You're excused.
Come on!
I need something to get my energy back up.
leaf, sir. Joseph Barnes. If you try the cocaine gum there, take my advice.
Oh boy, cocaine.
Start with only a little bit. Okay then. Right then, let's see.
Ooh, chocolate. Happy Easter, everyone.
There.
Also, happy Ramadan for anyone who believes that of that particular faith. And I believe there was another religious holiday that fell at the same time, right?
Thanks for your
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Hey, come on. I got places to be.
Passover. Happy Passover for those. I know I missed all of these events because I wasn't live, but, you know, retroactively.
Arthur, over here.
Hey, Dutch.
Where you been?
getting robbed.
Who by?
Bunch of children.
I won't inquire anymore.
But I found Mr. Bronte. Seems to be some Italian Mr. Big in town. Everybody knows him, but nobody wants to talk about him. Apparently lives in a big house on Flavian Street opposite the park.
Good work.
So what now?
We go pay him a visit. I'll get John, you meet us there. Whatever it takes, we need to get that boy back.
I need a shower.
I cannot decide which I like less. The swamps or the city. Both are full of parasites, reptiles, and slime. We're a long way east of land we know, and far from real open country.
And there's the philosophy.
Morning.
Does Lenny want us for something? There's a lot of stuff to do over here. Oh, that's Leopold. Oh, I'm not doing more. Mary Beth needs to speak to us. And there's a couple of stranger missions. Okay, let's pick up those stranger missions and then we'll go talk to Mary Beth. Because that seems like a bit of emergency.
Okay, girl.
Goddamn infrastructure, ruining the roads. I mean, it's good public transport, but still.
Hey, buy me a drink, mon ami, huh? Hello.
Sure, what you want?
Brandy.
2 brandies, bud.
It's $2 a glass.
Oh, better be good then.
It's the best.
It better be.
Thank you. Santé. It's quite a country you're building here, eh?
Well, me personally?
I don't know. What do you do?
Mostly, I just shoot people.
How very American of you. I love it.
What do you do?
Oh, mostly I pose, I show off, I complain.
Oh, how very French.
I know. I am ridiculous. I have been all over the world. I have seen the sights, and I have discovered the one eternal truth that I am a pies, how do you say, all ass.
Asshole?
That too. That too.
Well, at least you have some self-knowledge. Where were you on your journey?
All the civilized world. Painting my little pictures, meeting the locals, you know.
You a painter?
No, I'm a whole ass. I thought we had covered this.
Yeah, but you paint.
Not according to salons at Paris. No, according to them, I cannot draw, I cannot paint, and I should go away. And so I went away.
You miss Paris?
That smelly, filthy place with old buildings and ghosts and shit and French people. I have that right here.
I guess so.
You know,
Arthur.
Charles. You know, Arthur? Don't believe in art. It's lies. Believe in women. They're the truth. Art is lies, but the vagina, that is truth. Breasts is truth. Art. It's for idiots.
If you say so.
Trust me, I've tried both. One is better. Much better. So, I must be boring you. But, here.
What is it?
It's just a little doodle. You know, entirely worthless unless you want to wipe your bottom with it. But I wanted to say thank you for the drinks.
Well, that's very kind, Charles.
No matter.
Good meeting you.
Seriously, that's it? We just got misogyny there, and that was the whole mission? When people say this game is idiot, this game is idiot. This game is hard. I say what I read quite a lot. This game is hard. People say this game is hard. I can go outside and experience any type of misogyny. I don't get rewarded for it with progress.
Excuse me, but...
They said this was supposed to be realistic. Hi there.
What?
Listen, bit of a weird question, but do you know where I might find some moonshine?
What?
Moonshine. You know, strong liquor. Over strong.
Wow, you want to get over drunk?
No, it's not for drinking.
What is it for?
Oh, I just need some.
Well, as luck would have it, you are in the legal hooch capital of America. There's plenty of real booze here. But for shine, well, I'm guessing you'd need to go out into the woods. I mean, I know you'd have to go out into the woods.
Now listen, I don't need that much.
How much?
About 100 gallons.
Of
to do it.
shine?
Yes, thereabouts.
Why?
Oh, all right, I'm trying. I'm building a machine. A machine of love.
100 gallons of hooch and love's gonna come pretty cheap.
Please, friend. I'll pay. Just bring it here.
Well, if you'd asked me a couple months ago, then it would have been...
If anyone knows who's moving that kind of shine, it'll be that stagecoach guy in Rhodes.
I was gonna say, like, buddy, you should have asked, like, a couple weeks ago. We were in the possession of a fuck ton of moonshine then.
Got something to say?
There's a lot going on over here.
Doesn't know who we are, huh?
Hello.
Private conversation. Move in.
Okay. Okay, I'm going. I'm going.
Hello? He said to move.
Whoa, we scared him off.
Not worth the effort.
What about the Constitution?
There we go.
The Constitution? From the man who tied the first printing of Santa Cecilia to his foot so he could stab his cousin from the closet? Ma per favore.
What's going on here?
Well, see, you boys need to learn some respect.
You know what?
That's it.
All hair, cream, and elbows.
I gotta stop getting in trouble like this. I don't do well with civilization. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Let's go this way. Is there a way to surrender? Or is it just get shot and die? Is that my options? I think that's my options. See, this is what I thought going to Texas was like. But then I have to remember that this is like Louisiana and Georgia, not Texas. That's what Saint Denis is a stand-in for. Stand Denis. I lost $109? Thank you for the stretch course. Oh, it was very needed. And thank you for the skydrake. It's a very bad protein shake.
Let's go, girl.
That is mostly made of water.
Come here and buy my book. My
Okay.
book will change your life. My book will make you who you want to be.
What's the book?
Rich. Rich is who you are, and rich is who you shall be.
It's literally called Get Rich Quick.
Partner?
Hello, friend. Do you want to be rich?
No.
Sure, I'll take one.
That'll be $50.
$50 for a book?
And cheap at the price. You read this, and you'll want to give me 100 more.
Forget about it.
Huh. Well, you're lost, buddy.
No. I don't think it is.
Want to be happy, sir? Then you need to
¿Cuál es tu problema?
And the only way, the easiest way.
Hope you guys are appreciating the new emotes. They look so good, don't they?
What's the issue here?
Oye, cuidado.
Isn't there a clothes shop somewhere around here?
Isn't it time to end this nonsense and let us vote? Once and for all.
Yeah.
Belle journée, n'est-ce pas?
Sorry. Sorry. It was an accident. Please. Oh, for God's sake. I can't do anything. I'm just drawn to the criminal lifestyle. Oh my God.
Shit.
No! What? I'm resetting. I'm resetting. I'm not letting this happen. This is the problem of industry. This is exactly what the game was trying to talk about. Civilization. Blech. How we all doing, folks? I'm getting kind of hungry. What's everyone's next meal? What's everyone's last meal, if you haven't planned what your next meal is going to be? Tell me about food. Let me live vicariously through you. Was thinking about ordering something to celebrate your last day in this job. To be fair, I was thinking about ordering something too. But... oh yeah, Chorus got a promotion. I had an orange and a breakfast sandwich. Next, the soup I made yesterday and a grilled cheese. Ooh, soup and a grilled cheese could be a nice... I might do that. I need to go food shopping soon. That man has a powerful beard. So, fun fact. For a long time, Skye Blacke and the people who know me in real life, those two were very separate groups. Did I save Nightingale? I have a horse. Come on. Nightingale? Nightingale? Yes! Oh, I had a horrible dream where you died, darling. But you're back. Good girl. Good girl. What was I saying again? Fuck this train. Oh, my 2 lives, yeah. Basically, there is quickly becoming a lack of division between my online persona and my real life. But to be honest, I'm kind of getting to the point that I don't care. Like, don't dox me. Don't show up to my house. Other than that, I don't give a shit. Did you guys fucking see that Dream got doxed? And like, doxing is a horrible thing and no one should have to deal with that, especially online entertainers. But it is very funny. Because basically, a fan, or like someone who used to watch him or something, called out something homophobic he said or did. And in response, was forced off Twitter. You know. The kind of standard thing that happens with Dream. And I think the guy got doxed. I don't know if it was a guy. I think the person got doxed. And then Dream went on stream and was like, you guys shouldn't even worry about getting doxed. You know, doxing isn't that bad. You guys aren't, you know, you guys don't have 15,000 followers or 50 million followers. So, you know, doxing wouldn't even really affect you guys. And it's not, even so, doxing isn't really that bad. And then someone doxed Dream immediately afterwards. In response to him being like, doxing isn't that bad, they doxed Dream. And I think that's fucking hilarious.
Okay. You seem well, Reverend.
Yes. Well, maybe. I've been okay before, but then I make a fool of myself again.
So do I.
I went into town.
So did I.
If I was still a religious man, I'd say there are too many Catholics there, but I've given up on all that.
Me too, Reverend.
I met a monk there. Kindly fellow. Took me back to my days in college.
Is there any purpose to this conversation, Reverend?
Not really, but he said the strangest things about all manner of bad things happening in town.
Bad things happening in a city. Who would have thought it possible?
Well, maybe if you're there, you could have a chat with him.
Hey, it's our dog.
Outside the marketplace, collecting alms for the poor.
Sounds thrilling.
You see, we had some of Arthur's typical tact there, or lack thereof, but that was a good conversation because he allowed Reverend Swanson to relate to him, and maybe that will allow him to not feel as isolated.
Mr. Morgan! Hey, Pearson.
I'm here for some hearty stew, Pearson. Like, again, it wasn't the most constructive thing, but it was not destructive, which is progress for Arthur.
Well, looks like we'll live to see at least a few more days. Folks are happy, Arthur.
Happy?
Well, they're fed, which is the next best thing.
Love Hosea. Remember that comment about Hosea? That Hosea is like a father and Dutch is something else?
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Mary Beth.
Hello, Mary Beth.
Oh, how are you, Arthur?
Fine. How are you?
Well, I'm well, I think. It's been quite a run we've had, but we're still alive.
For now.
So, no regrets?
Regrets for what?
Well, for joining this band of maniacs.
If you're a girl without means in this world, life is very scary. You boys cared for me before no one cared for me. Well, life weren't very nice, Arthur. Not after Mama got typhoid, and that was a long time ago.
Sure.
What about you? I heard you ran into that Mary girl.
Yep.
And?
Got me thinking how that all ended. Long time ago now.
What happened?
Well, she didn't love me enough, I guess. Or I wouldn't change.
Huh. Well, she was a fool then, Arthur.
Well, she put a lot of good years in on an outlaw. She definitely was a fool.
In these books, life seems so simple, but in reality, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan, we have a problem. A real problem. It's Tilly.
What?
She's been taken by them Foreman brothers she used to run with. Come along!
The Foreman brothers? What are they doing here?
Well, I don't know what they've been doing here, but I can tell you what they're going to be doing here. Dying.
Sure. Do we need more guns?
You and I can handle this, Arthur.
Where are we heading?
I'll tell you on the way. Just get going.
Okay, so, a couple things. Again, we saw that little sensitive side of Arthur where he initially showed, like, Arthur is wrote so consistently where almost every time he has an emotional moment, he is presented with an option to say something emotional and he instead brushes it off with jokes or humor or degrading comments about the people he's with or himself. But when he's with certain members of this group, Mary Beth, Tilly, sometimes John, Charles, Sadie, Hosea, he's honest. And he's like, because he knows that Mary didn't leave him because she didn't love him enough. It's because he's a shitty person. And the other interesting thing here is that Susan does seem to give a shit.
No, she's at a place called Bradley's house, just west of there.
How do you know?
When we first got here, she told me she was worried that our camp was near a safe house that gang she ran with used from time to time.
And you told Dutch?
No, she spoke to me in confidence. I suppose I didn't think it would be a problem.
And now it is.
Oh, yes.
What do they want with her anyway? I think I saw one of the foremans hassling her and Valentine.
Yes, they probably followed us down here.
Tilly's worth that much.
She killed one of them for good reason, but clearly they don't see it that way.
Tilly?
Yes. Young Tilly Jackson isn't as sweet and innocent as you might think. But like I say, she was defending herself.
It's interesting that Susan
Fell in with us right after that.
is going to bat for her. Like, Susan clearly cares about her.
If they touched a single hair on
Despite the fact that she, like, yells at her, all of them, the time.
See? You do care, Miss Grimshaw.
Of course I care. About all of you fools. Some just require a firmer hand than others. You especially.
No doubt.
Okay, I think that's the place up ahead.
I didn't bring a rifle. I wanted a rifle.
There's a guard.
I'll deal with him.
Whoa.
What the hell?
Whoa.
What you want?
Kind sir, we're lost and in need of some help.
Now get out of here.
Oh, I see that kindly face of yours, and I know that for the right inducement, a gentleman such as yourself could be mighty kind.
Now get out of here.
Oh, now you keep saying that. But you don't mean nothing by
I
it.
said.
You said your last word. Well, what are you waiting for? Get in there and find our girl.
Susan!
What the hell? What the
Alright, we're clear. We got you, Tilly. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, Miss Tilly. Now, let's get you out of here.
I thought there was...
It don't matter what you thought. It's okay. All right, let's go.
Oh, come along, miss. Thank you, both of you.
What happened?
It was Anthony Foreman. He thinks he owns me.
I remember. Where is he?
He went out hunting or something. There were 5 of them, I think.
Well, we killed those fellas there.
There they are.
Come on.
Tilly, grab that gun. Anyone approaches, shoot them.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be just fine.
Now catch that bastard.
The one in front of the boat. Bring him back alive. I ain't done with him yet.
All right, get after them.
Alright, Tilly.
You've got a couple more seconds to regret what you did.
Can we just kill those two?
You got it. They're heading down the hill to the water. Oh, there they are by the shoreline. All right, I think that last one's the boss. Lasso him and we'll take him back to Tilly.
I'm glad that they're letting Tilly get their revenge.
Tilly to have the last word on this bastard.
Some games suffer from problems where, like, in order to give the protagonist, and not just games, most media, the protagonist the kind of hero cool moment, they cause a lot of other characters to lose their independent agency because the story has to revolve around the main character. Whereas here, this is presenting you with the opportunity where it's like, you still get your badass moment, but like, this is Tilly's story. So she's the one who deserves the...
That's it. Now make sure you tie him up real
She's the one who deserves the hero moment here.
All right. You bring that.
I have a question for everyone. What's their favorite opening line from a show, game, book, or movie? Or audio content? Chorus and I were discussing this the other day. I think Neil Gaiman is one of the undisputed GOATs, the greatest of all time, when it comes to opening lines in media.
You have the first idea what you're getting into.
Shut up.
You have the first idea what you're getting into. I'm Anthony Foreman.
Well, thanks for the introduction, Anthony. Is that Foreman with an A? I want the Undertaker to spell it right.
Funny bastard. Who are you running with?
She didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me nothing. This rope is cutting into me.
Good.
Feels so good when you're the one tied up, does it?
She killed my goddamn cousin.
And she will surely kill the rest of you.
Seeing him soon enough.
What are you gonna do with me?
I ain't sure yet. Reckon I'll let Tilly decide what you deserve.
You're wasting your time.
All right. Here's your man.
Bring him here. Dump him on the ground here. I want to get a good look at this.
Star Wars has a good opening line. It is a period of civil war. It sets up the context, it sets up the background, it sets up the themes, and it sets up the setting.
So he's still alive then?
Yes.
You see this girl? You leave her alone.
She killed my cousin.
Your goddamn cousin had it coming, Anthony Foreman. I don't care if she shot your daddy and cooked your mama for breakfast. She's mine. She ate yours.
You know, a friend of mine, he always says, revenge is a fool's game. Now, you want all your boys dead? She had her reasons.
We was family, Tilly Jackson.
You Foreman boys ain't no kind of family I want. Kill him, Arthur.
You want that?
I want him to go away and tell the remaining of his cousins and the clowns he rides with to leave me alone.
Now, you think you can do that, Anthony? Or should I slit your throat and just save us all the bother?
I'll leave you alone. History is done.
History is never done. It's your call, Arthur. But I'd slit his throat.
No, it's not.
Go
It's Tilly's call. And she wanted to spare him.
Home.
Get out of here.
That's not my decision to make, and it's not Grimshaw's decision. The only person who deserves to make that a decision is the one who was affected, and that's Tilly. But we can certainly rob them blind. Ooh, an apple. I'm just brimming with cigarettes. What's another good opening line? The first line of Neil Gaiman's Sandman comic. So the Sandman, for those of you who don't know, follows the titular character Morpheus, who is Dream. Like, he is Dream as a concept. The Endless are characters who are they are concepts, effectively. There's destiny, death, dream, destruction, delirium, desire, and despair. and they are manifestations of those exact concepts. So being the Lord of Dreams, the first line of Neil Gaiman's Sandman is genius. The first line is one character talking to another, and it is, "Wake up, sir, we're here." Neither of these characters are Dream, but the fact that the story of the Lord of Dreams' first line begins with the phrase, "Wake up," is amazing. I love stuff like that. That's good writing.
Come on, girl.
Like, fuck, it's the best of times, it's the worst of times. That's good shit. This game has a good opening line too. It's the year 1899 and the age of the outlaw and the gunslinger are coming to the end. Or something like that. Which again, it sets up the setting, it sets up the primary theme, it sets up the context, and it sets up what drives the story.
Hands up now!
They were not very good at that. That was a poor man's attempt at robbery. Not like they didn't have a lot of money, like, I mean, it was bad quality robberies. If we move quick, we can catch that train. Into Saint Denis.
Hey, you there! What the devil you doing here? The hell?
There we go. Now, we're not going to rob this train, we're just hiding on it. How has there been a crime reported? They don't know I'm here. Well, shit. Don't advance on me. Leave me be. Parkour. Excuse me. The mask makes us look suspicious, so we're gonna ditch it. I'm one of the only people I know who's still wearing masks, and it's kind of disappointing. Oh my god. Like, even if, you know, even when COVID is done, which it's not gonna be done for, you know, a couple of years, I'm still gonna wear a mask. I like the anonymity that masks give me. I like the fact that, like, you know, as a non-binary person, it actually really helps with my gender dysphoria because this can't be seen. Okay, last stand time. Stop whistling at me. Do you know what? There's no way I'm getting out of this. Let's just go pay off my bounty and deal with the problem that way. Yeah, I didn't realize that masks would be so useful for my gender dysphoria. Also, chat, I want your opinion. The haircut. I'm thinking about growing out the other side again. What do we think? Full long hair, Skye. Because I'm thinking, like, worst comes to worst. Like, if I don't like it, I can just shave it again. I also, I have finally booked an appointment at my GP to get for some mental health stuff. Primarily that I'm anxious all the time over nothing, and that I really struggle to focus on things. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get something in place to sort that out. You know?
Next locomotive will be arriving shortly, so please be ready. Howdy. I don't even want to know where that money came from.
Hey, Jeff. That's a YouTuber. That voice actor. I think actually that actor is from Georgia. No, he's from Alabama. There's another actor from the same company who is from Texas, who is ironically not put in the Texas stand-in in this game. And I always found that to be a missed opportunity. Like, him being here kind of makes sense, but the one from Texas not being in New Austin is a bit of a wasted opportunity. Angelo Bronte, a man of honor. This is the wrong screen.
What else do you know about this guy?
I was expecting a cutscene.
Some slick little greasy-haired European, clearly got power and money. Now, listen. If we go in there and start shooting up the place, boy's gonna get shot, that I guarantee. Fella like this is gonna have a lot of protection.
No one's gonna get shot, Arthur, so everyone just relax. We'll charm them. Trust me. This is the place.
Must be.
Little musical thing. They're using very similar notes from the walk up to the Braithwaite Manor, and it's very similarly framed.
You okay, John? I guess. Excuse me, sir. We have an appointment to see Mr. Bronte. Who are you? You get your boss down here and now so we can talk about this like gentlemen. Run along now, boy.
Was that the special Dutch charm I heard so much about?
Relax. I got this.
This is certainly a weird way to do this plan, but it is a plan nonetheless.
Don't worry, boys. We come in peace. We just need to straighten a couple of things out with your boss.
Chi sono sti buffoni?
Sono qui per Picciotto.
Coi soldi?
Why do you take his son?
Excuse me.
I said, why did you take his son? We ain't got no problems with you, sir. Nor you with us. But if you want to start one, there's gonna be a lot of folks dead in this room before it's done.
So, you walk into my city, stinking of shit and looking like this, and you come into my house before you have a bath and you tell me how to act? You ask me to show compassion. Have I not shown you almost infinite compassion already by simply allowing you to breathe in my presence?
Indeed you have. Now, we are simple country folk. All we have is each other. And you have gone and you have took his son over some dispute with some inbred ex-slavers. It ain't got nothing to do with any one of us.
You had nothing to do with destroying the liquor business!
We was innocent bystanders. And that which we weren't innocent of, well, we most surely were ignorant of.
You twist words, you lie shamelessly, you think you are better than everyone else. Ti adoro. Date davvero sti uomini. Angelo Bronte.
Dutch Vanderland. Arthur Morgan.
The pleasure is mine.
John Marston.
All mine, please.
So, can my friend have his son?
Of course, of course. But, should I be out of pocket over a misunderstanding? Of course I know you would not want that, huh?
No.
No. So, how about this? You perform a simple job for me, and you get your son back.
What is it?
A couple of people have taken to grave robbing in this cemetery.
Well, that is a fine place for it, the best.
I love this guy. I love you. See, they've taken not only to desecrating the dead, but they've done so without paying a tribute to the living. Thing is, they see my men, of course they run a mile. So maybe you two head off, huh? And you, Mr. Van der Linde, you tell me more about my manners. Salute.
Salute.
That was interesting. There was a lot of truth in that cutscene. Bronte calls out Dutch. 100%. He's a manipulator, he twists his words, he's a liar. But Dutch is also correct. All the gang have is each other. Like, there's a lot of interesting, there's a good thing of, like, you can be two things. Dutch is an honorable leader of a community who wants the best for them, and he is a liar and a manipulator and a control freak.
Okay then, girl.
For whom the bell tolls.
All right, let's go.
know where the cemetery is?
I think so. Pretty sure I rode by it earlier. It's real impressive.
You know,
I love a good cemetery.
you did good, holding your tongue in there.
Do you trust one word that comes out of that bastard's mouth? We don't even know where Jack is.
Listen, we found Bronte. We got in there. Dutch is with him now. All things considered, it could have gone a lot worse.
That poor kid. I ain't been a good father to him.
Getting some good self-reflection here from John.
He's okay.
He'll be fine. I figured the Braithwaites were going to hold Jack ransom for all the money we cost him. They must have sent him here so we couldn't get to him. But Bronte knows by now there's no Braithwaites left to pay him.
Because we
Jack
killed
ain't
them
much
all.
use to him anymore. Let's just get this done and let Dutch handle the rest.
I just hope you're right.
It's good that we're starting to get some self-reflection from John, where he realizes that he has failed Jack in a lot of ways.
Let's hitch the horses up ahead.
You don't really, like, you don't appreciate what you have until you are at risk of losing it. And Jack's a cracking little kid.
This way. Come on. Let's find him and get the hell out of here.
Love a cemetery.
Stay quiet. We don't want to spook him.
Then maybe, John, you should stop talking. Okay. Okay.
Hey there, boy.
Good puppy. It is a mighty impressive cemetery. Oh, this reminds me of Vampire the Masquerade. Can't wait for the sequel of that game to come out, even if it isn't going to be that good, judging from what I've heard. We should play Vampire Chronicles at some point. Maybe after Red Dead, we'll take a break and do that. And play the Vampire Masquerade Chronicles series.
Hey, John, over here.
Are we killing these guys or are we catching them? I guess we're killing them.
You boys found my pappy's watching. Damn it.
Let's bail, boys. This ain't worth it.
Look out. We're making a run for it.
You should have paid Mr. Bronte. Bastards are trying to draw us out.
Get up off the side of my bitch. You sure picked the right night for it. You shouldn't have come here. Reckon this is gonna wake a few people up.
Oh, definitely. It's very hard. They keep... Slippery little bastards, aren't they?
Hardly see what I'm shooting at.
If it moves, blast.
Let's get rid of some of these extra unnecessary lights.
I can think of better ways to spend an evening.
Next time Dutch can go, and I'll have a drink. I'm here! Oh, God! Alright, should be one more of them.
Sure. They ain't seeing better than we are.
Just keep your head down. I think that's all of them. Alright, now let's find their stash. It's gotta be around here someplace.
Okay, but we'll need to be quick.
We can't go back to Bronte empty-handed. Let's have a look where they first shot at us from.
That was a weird case where removing a light
Robbers, we've hit the big time.
actually was more useful. What's weird is I came over from that direction.
Like I said, let's look around where they jumped.
Think there might be something in here. Got it.
Good. Now let's get out of here. Shit, it's the law. Let's go. We can get out that gate. It's locked. We'll have to go back the way we came. Damn it. Let's go around the side.
Time to be sneaky sneakertons. They saw me, never mind. God damn it! Excuse me. This is a lot of noise over a couple of already dead guys. Oh my god! Yep. Okay, we're gonna try and do that without getting discovered this time. That was a lot of lawmen.
Damn, the law's here. Come on, let's see if that gate's open.
That was a lot of police.
Locked. Let's just track back to where we came in. Damn it. Let's go around the side.
Okay. These taller graves will provide more cover, I'm thinking. Oh shit, oh shit. Okay. We're almost there. Some by the door. Oh shit.
Come on, girl.
Come on, John.
You got a problem with me?
Ma'am?
Grave robbing by gaslight.
Well, it's lucky I ain't a religious man.
Let's just get back there, collect our side of the deal.
Interesting that we had a whole conversation with Reverend Swanson before this.
He almost certainly is. But let's just see. Keep your head. Act normal.
How's he even gonna know we did what he asked?
I got a feeling most things around here get back to him pretty fast. Like I said, we'll just see where we're at once we got Jack.
I mean, we got their stash, so we can just give that to them.
Well, you took your time.
Where's your host?
Like I said, you took your time.
I'm glad to see you.
Let's get going. What a fine man. Hey, friend, thank Mr. Bronte for
right?
everything.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Come on.
You know, Arthur, Mr. Bronte has invited us to a garden party at the mayor's house.
Oh no.
Just simple country boys.
Can we not get tied in with this guy, Dutch? Can you not be blinded by green for a change?
We have a new camp set up, Jack. You're gonna love it.
Like, can we just lay low?
Let's get this boy back to his mother.
You sure you're okay, son?
I'm fine. Papa Bronte said you'd come for me.
I'm sorry.
What for?
For that. For taking so long.
I had a fun time. I had my own room with a big bed and a toy box. And lots of books.
Did they do anything to you?
Have you ever had spaghetti?
What's that?
It's food. It looks like worms, but it's delicious.
Spaghetti's good.
Right.
Papa Bronte teach me lots of Italian words.
Taught.
Don't call him that, please.
You know, caballo? That means horse. And pantafola? That's a slipper.
A slipper?
They gave me 2 pairs. One for day and one for night.
Well, I'm just glad you're all right.
Oh, yes. I had the best time. But I can't wait to see Mama. Did she miss me?
She sure did. Like you wouldn't know.
Did we just run into a pig?
Real good to see you, Jack.
You too, Uncle Arthur. Did you catch the bad guys?
Which ones?
At the graveyard. Uncle Dutch and Papa Bronte told me.
Just Mr. Bronte.
Yeah. Me and your pa dealt with them.
I told him you would.
Wait till you see this new camp.
Not another one.
This one's got a house. Not as nice as Mr. Bronte's, mind you.
That's okay.
We'll get you settled and cleaned up in no time.
Oh, I had a bath last night.
Of course you did.
I almost kind of feel bad that we're bringing Jack back into this. Like, just like, he has no idea that we massacred an entire family in order to get him back.
Abigail! Abigail! We got you, your son, everything.
We got him!
Mama!
He's fine!
I'm fine, Mama. They fed me good. Italian food. You ever eat that?
Come here, you silly boy. You got him. You got my son back. Dutch, Arthur, thank you. Thank you. I got my son back!
Jack. How are you, boy?
I'm fine, thanks.
Everything's okay now. Abigail?
Can I go play now?
So,
Well, we met Mr.
Wow. That's a lot of information conveyed in what didn't happen there. Did anyone else catch that? That was a lot of dynamics and relationships and information characterized by just the way people looked at each other and the way they didn't say certain things. Like, first, Abigail thanked Arthur and Dutch. She didn't thank John. Secondly, Abigail was saying, I got my son back. Not, we've got our son back. She doesn't even fucking acknowledge John. She doesn't acknowledge the child of her, or the father of her child. She just completely blows past him. And then, that little moment where John goes to follow the two of them and stops himself. Because it's almost like he doesn't feel like he deserves to be part of this happy moment with them. This family moment. That was a lot of information in not a lot of words.
He is quite a character.
Is he now?
You ever meet an Italian strong man before?
Not outside of a circus.
Well, let me tell you all about him. John, you go be with your family. Arthur, thank you. Boys, we got some work to do. Interesting work. But first, let's have a drink. We got Jack back!
Well, the boy's safe, thank goodness.
Thank you, Arthur. I don't know how to say it. Thank you.
I understand. Come on. Do as Dutch says. Go be with your family.
Hey, make some room for John there.
Come on, are we celebrating or what?
Forgive me, Miss Grimshaw.
Good to have you back, kid. We missed you. Hey, how about a song, huh? Out of the air. Play us away.
Got some more visual symbolism there. One, this is a beautiful moment. Look at this. But then we have Sadie in the middle there. Kieran, who are just watching because they don't feel like they're part of the family. Charles and Bill, who are sitting nearby. And then I think that's Micah over there. Leopold Strauss. We see who isn't part of the family. Either by choice or by the fact that they don't feel like they should be.
Loitering suspiciously as usual.
I'm just trying to give you all your moment.
Wow, very kind. You okay, Sadie?
Sure. You boys did good.
Well, we got lucky this time. All right, well, I should be getting on.
Okay, then.
You're not joining in?
Not really in the mood.
Okay. Okay, well, let's talk more later.
Well,
you ain't joining the party,
I'm not
Reverend?
much company.
I don't want to
Take care.
ruin it.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Anyway, I won't disturb you.
Certainly.
All right, let's give this boy a bit of space.
You all right, Charles?
Yeah, just taking it all in.
Sure is good to have the kid back.
Come on! You must be starving, son. Let me get you something to eat. Thanks, Mama.
You okay, Pierce?
Of course. Yes, indeed. Feels like we can move forward again.
I hope so.
How are you, Charles?
No stopping you, Karen.
You better believe it.
Just save some for the rest of us. We did it.
Yes, we did.
Thank God.
Then right at the back, on his own, Strauss.
One of these days we'll get you singing.
Dear boy.
You don't want to hear that, I promise.
If you say so. Oh, but I do, Herr Strauss.
Paradise.
We're having two conversations at once. This is all awful.
Faith, Arthur. Have a little faith.
That's good. Me too.
Hey, y'all.
Arthur.
Hey. How's it all going?
All right, I guess.
You getting involved, Bill?
Just getting my drink on first.
Okay.
Yeah, can't help but notice Micah's not anywhere.
Thank you, John. I'm sorry if I was... Well, I was just worried sick.
I know. It's okay.
Eat that all up now, Jack. Okay, Mama.
Sorry it ain't spaghetti.
Get some drinks down, you. Live a little.
I might have a couple.
This is a party. Come on.
All right, all right.
Boring bastard.
Thought it was unfair.
So good to have you back.
They went to lynch me.
Thanks, Uncle Arthur.
And to see a smile on your mama's face again. Good to see you smiling again, Abigail.
Thank you again. Truly.
I missed that little rascal.
Absolutely petrified.
There he is. There's Micah.
Mr. Bell?
Had fun robbing graves, I hear.
Yeah, that's more your style. Well, I should get back to it.
All right then, cowpoke.
Gentlemen.
You well? Have a seat, Arthur.
Just like a regular evening for you, Uncle.
Well, I try to keep some fun in my life, Mr. Morgan. It's how you stay young.
Is that right?
He asked me for a candlestick to light him up to bed. He asked me for my...
Again, we have never seen a nice moment between these two. And the fact that we do get a nice quiet moment with John and Abigail, it shows that they are in the progress of trying to find their relationship. They just don't know where it is yet.
Javier plays good, don't he?
He sure does.
Well, let's have a good night. We deserve one.
I swear. So, I was thinking.
Oh?
Maybe it would be a little easier for me to keep an eye on him if we all stayed together. You know, in my room.
You mean like a normal family?
Look around you. Ain't nothing normal about any of this.
They're having this beautiful heart-to-heart, and we're just like...
You okay?
Hello. Come on along now, Jack. Time for bed. Say goodnight to everyone. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Come on, Jack. Bedtime. And I think it's bedtime for us as well, chat. A lot of very good story stuff happening here. A lot of very subtle details starting to emerge. I think now we're truly integrated enough with the camp.
Good to have you back too, Tilly.
You've been rescuing people left and right.
Well, it weren't just me. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
All right.
We're gonna make sure Jack gets up to bed. I'm possessive of this little kid. I'm gonna look after him.
You awake?
What is it, Morgan?
It's nothing.
Too tired for this.
Where's my room? Is this my room? This is not my room. This is my room. Good to have me back in the stream. Thanks, lovely scientist. And as I said, yeah, chat, I think we're going to call it there. We've got a nice little moment here. Let's just go have a wee look at it one more time. The family's back together again. I mean, we're not really addressing that Sean got shot in the face, but I guess that's just a thing we're going to have to deal with on our own. And Dutch and Molly are having an argument.
She okay?
Clearly not. It's getting very tiresome.
Yeah, she seems pretty worked up. Anyway, I won't disturb you.
Okay, Arthur.
Good final shot. And with that, folks, we're going to call it a stream for tonight. Like I said, next week's schedule is going to be a little bit different. I will tweet about it, I will put it in the Discord, but it is going to be Monday, Thursday, Friday. And that's going to see how, if that can change up the numbers at all, maybe improve some stats and stuff, but I hope you guys enjoyed the new stream. Like I said, enjoyed the new emotes. Also, I'm going to take us on a raid. We're going to go raid Erinus. When you guys get in there, if you have access to the raid emote, which is this emote, if you're a tier 1 or above sub, you should have access to it. Just throw some of those in the chat when we show up, okay? It's kind of Twitch etiquette to have a little raid message. Just, yeah. Spam a couple, like, 2 or 3 raid emotes. And we're gonna go raid Erinus Shotlock, or Erinus TV. Erinus, friend of mine. Fine guy. He's playing Stardew Valley, so it's a good way to unwind. Anyway, you guys, if you want to join Discord with !Discord, you can. If you want to follow me on social media, !social. If you want to see the archive, !archives. And if you want to support me and everything I do, head over to Ko-fi to get exclusive and behind-the-scene content with !tip. I'm gonna love you guys and leave you, and we're gonna head over to Erinus and we're gonna give him some raid love. Bye, everyone.